we saw what happened with the World War II memorial this week. You remember when a couple members of Congress came down there with some of the members of the Greatest Generation to try to go to this open-air memorial, this World War II memorial, and some park rangers were saying, you can't come in here. I'm sorry, you can't come in here. Well, now they're adding a wire around the outside of this thing to make sure that people don't try to break through. This happened last night on Greta. Take a listen.
Oh, well, we're going to break that down.
They're not going to stop you.
No way. Nothing else did.
What do you make of this fence around the World War II memorial with a sign that says closed?
What a bunch of stuff. You don't want me to say what I really think.
Go ahead. This is Cable.
This is unconscionable. Unbelievable that they would pull this kind of crap on people like us.
Now, bear in mind, folks, because this is infuriating. Think about these brave men who stormed the beaches of Normandy, right, on D-Day, to try to get into France and stop the horrible atrocities that were unfolding in Europe. You can't even go to the cemeteries that are now in Normandy, in France, because those cemeteries, the United States cemeteries in France, are also shut down. Our government shutdown has also, so if they wanted to fly here to Normandy to see where their fellow comrades had died on the beaches of Normandy, those are shut down.
How can you shut down a cemetery or a park? It costs nothing to keep a piece of open land open. It costs nothing to keep the World War II Veterans Memorial open. The only reason they're doing this is to make people suffer. It's appalling. The government is acting as your enemy. Has this ever happened before? I've never seen anything like this.
Well, and the Republican National Committee is offering to pay for it, to keep it open, so that the veterans, from Honor Flight are going to be able to go and see this, because who did it honor? It honored them. It really doesn't seem fair, especially, we're going to talk a little bit later in the show, too, about, some things that are continuing to be funded. And President Obama has offered to pay out of his own pocket for the Museum of Muslim Culture, out of his own pocket, yet it's the Republican National Committee who's paying for this. And we're going to be talking to Reince Priebus coming up in the show about that as well.
All right, well, let us know what you think about that. Coming up.